Hi everyone, and welcome to my very first video. Today we are I'm going to show you how to make a card using some of the products from the brand new Occasions Mini from Stampin' Up. We're going to use some stitched felt flowers and leaves. They're really cute. They come packaged together like this. We're going to use some of the new Sweet Pea Designer Series paper that comes from this great paper stacks. And it's got some great patterns that would be good for card making and scrapbooking as well. Look at that. Really pretty colors, pinks, blues, really nice. And it's a great big stack so you can have plenty to work with. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a card base. It is cut a half piece of cardstock, 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and we're going to fold that in half and score it with the bone folder. Okay, and then I've already pre-cut 2 pieces of Designer Series paper from that Sweet Pea Designer pack, and I cut these at 1.5 by 5.5 inches wide. And I'm going to take some SNAIL adhesive and run it around the sides. And be sure and be generous with it so it sticks to your card well. And I'm going to line this up with the bottom and adhere that real well. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and this Taken with Teal pattern, put on my SNAIL. And I'm going to overlap that just a bit and put that on. Okay. Now to soften it up a little bit, I'm going to use my corner rounder punch and round the edges and do the back side as well. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is use some of this new satin ribbon. This is an Old Olive. It's also in the Occasions Mini. It's 5/8 inches wide, and I cut it about 19 to 20 inches long, so I have plenty to work with on my cards. And I'm going to take it and adjust it and put it about where the 2 pattern papers meet. And I'm going to tie a knot here. And I just love this ribbon. It comes, I believe, in 9 colors, and I just love ribbon on cards. It's one of my favorite embellishments, as you can probably see if you visit my blog. Okay. Then I'm going to take my craft and paper scissors and trim. Okay, so now we've got the ribbon on, and we're going to work with the felt pieces. And here I've picked out 2 of the flowers and some leaves, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals to apply this to the card. And I'm going to apply the leaf piece first because I want that on the bottom. And these colors are just really pretty for upcoming spring. I know it's hard to think about spring right now. We just finished with the holiday, Christmas and everything, all the holiday colors, but it's really fun to play with this new stuff and just love it. Okay, and then I'm going to take another dimensional, put it on here. These dimensionals are from Stampin' Up! Are great for using on cards and any of your projects, really, to just make things pop up from the page. And it is, the felt pieces are, you know, they're layered a bit, so there is a dimension already to them. but I wanted to add just a little bit more. I'm not going to be putting this card through the mail. I'm just going to be giving it to a friend. So there we have that. Okay, and I'm going to adjust my ribbon a little bit. And sometimes if I know I'm going to be putting this through the mail, I also add a little glue dot here, and I may do that at the end. But now what I want to do is add some faux stitching using a white gel pen to carry through with the stitching on the felt pieces. And so I'm just going to go around the edge of the top of the card. Now the white gel pens, I found that do best if you store them on their sides, and usually I really love these. They're really smooth writing. Occasionally I might have a little trouble with one, but I found that that happens if I've inked up a card or a scrapbook page and tried to write or do stitching over the wet ink. It sometimes it messes up the ball, and it dries it up for a bit. So I try not to do that. But this is going to be just fine on here, and it's really easy. And sometimes you just need a little extra something on your card to finish it off. And I find that this faux stitching with the gel pen, especially going along with the stitching in these flowers, is really really can add a good finishing touch. So try it on some of your projects. Okay, got that down. Now I'm just going to add a sentiment, and I'm going to be using this Thinking of You. It's from the Teeny Tiny Wishes set from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to stamp on Whisper White. I'm going to use my old olive Stampin' Right marker, and I like to use these on these tiny sentiments. And I'm going to stamp, and then I'm going to punch it with the small oval punch. Have that. And then I'm going to layer the back with old olive. And I'm using scraps here. I love to keep my scraps to use for things like this. I'm going to adhere the two together with my SNAIL adhesive. Just like that. And then I'm going to position it on my card just right here to balance it out. Just like that. So there it is. Hope you like it, and if you have any questions, just email me. I hope you'll visit my website at inkandinspirations.com. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.